What is going on, my fellow Keyblade wielders? Kid Dante here, and in today's video I'm here to talk to you guys about the new deal that they actually started doing around October and from today. So as you guys might have caught up, if you're playing the JP version, you'll notice that they actually have a banner or banners happen pretty much in the middle of the week in Japan, which would happen on Wednesday, but for us will happen on Tuesday. So these banners are actually pretty interesting because I do like the fact that they implement banners at which you're guaranteed certain medals. Now, it's kind of hard when you're guaranteed a chance at getting certain medals, primarily more than one. But it's even better when you're guaranteed just that one medal because you get to prioritize it whether or not you want to pull for that medal or not. And I gotta say, something like this is actually going to change the game a lot more, being that you can prioritize exactly if you want this medal or that medal, rather than just go for chance and say, oh yeah, I got a chance at getting this medal, but not a guaranteed chance at getting the medal, like it's the only one in the banner, if that makes sense. So something like this is actually a pretty smart move for JP, being that they did some pretty good medals such as Final Boss Shion, Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, the Key or Copy medals, and last week they actually did HD Larxene, which is a pretty new medal if you think about it. She came out about when Anniversary is going to start, so yeah, pretty good medal right there. Pretty good AoE reverse speed type that they got right there. So in today's deal, they have Lann Reynn from the WOFF banner not along with the other WFF medals that they usually would do. So these are just them by themselves. So you're getting a guaranteed shot at getting just this one medal, which is going to be really good, especially if you don't have both of these medals. Now, they didn't include WFF Sora, which would have been really good, especially if you guys have missed her. So, I meant him. Anyways, I'm going to talk about this medal's usefulness. This medal is capable of doing 8 hits for immense damage and, of course, doing advantage damage like the other WFF medals. So, with that being said, it's also capable of raising your PSM strength and reducing all enemies' PSM defenses by 1 tier for 3 turns. Now, this might not sound as good as it did when it first debuted, being that some of us got Kairi EX. Now, you're probably gonna say, oh, like, yeah, it's not really all that useful. That is not entirely true. These medals are upright. So, Kairi EX does make these medals even more useful than they already are, being that they're capable of doing a whole lot more damage than they used to. Because I think when I first started using them, they ranged from, if you were capable of raising up like your buffs and debuffs and stuff like that on the enemies, then you were capable of reaching damage on the 6 figures. So that is crazy. Now, I don't know exactly how much of a difference like the upright buff is going to make on these medals, but I do know it's not going to make it too drastic. But it's actually, you're going to actually see a difference from the past to now. So do keep that in mind. Now, do I advise pulling for this? I advise at least pulling one or the both of them at least one time each, because unless, of course, you have this medal already, I wouldn't pull from it, unless, of course, you really wanted to get some traits on them. But then again, you never know if you're going to get good traits or bad traits, unless, of course, you try. That is the purpose of this game. Now, let's talk about traits for these medals if you're going to go in that direction. If you plan on abusing the full extent of its status increase and debuffs, then double cast is a must in this situation. But if you want to use it as a primary attacker, if you have like someone like Kairi EX or just a really good stat booster altogether, then combinations like aerial enemy defense and ground enemy defense, or aerial enemy and raid trait, or ground enemy and raid trait are 3 really good combinations to go for if you're going to be going in that direction. Now, I do say that you pull at least one of these because I do feel an HSC happening either later on this week or next week, and it's going to be crazy. Especially since, if you guys haven't noticed in the latest Twitter update, we are going to be getting King Mickey HD EX. He talks, he plays BGM, and from the looks of it, he looks like he's going to be a pretty nasty medal. So I'm really interested to see exactly what he's capable of doing. I will do a medal showcase the day he releases. He comes out this Friday, and I'm really excited to see exactly what he's capable of. Anyways, you guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I hope you find this video useful. I will try my best from here on out to do as many of these as I can, just to give you some insight as to whether or not they're worthy of being pulled. But do be advised, these banners only last one day and one day only. So when this video posts, it's going to be earlier than usual, just to give you guys some insight whether or not to pull for this or not. And I hope this video is useful for you guys. And I do admire your continuous support based on the fact of my absence from like posting videos from here and there. But I was actually capable of providing you guys with more content than I originally planned, from just waiting until probably when November ended. But like I said, I'm ready to provide you guys with some pretty interesting content, so do be on the lookout for it. Anyways, guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day again. This is Kid Dante signing off.